Hello and welcome to this demo about the Abbes menu manager for Dolibarr. Let's start with a quick introduction to this manager. The Abbes menu manager is simply the indispensable tool for an efficient navigation through Dolibarr menus. Many people are confused about the presentation overload of Dolibarr and the rigid structure of its menu. The Abbes menu manager eases the menu management and helps to customize it according to the habits and tastes of everyone. Yes, for that the navigation in Dolibarr becomes a pleasure. To quickly understand the functionality of this menu manager, it is useful to study the LD menu manager, which comes as a standard when you install Dolibarr. To do this, let's open a Dolibarr page. Dolibarr menu as managed by the LD menu manager has two menus. First, there is the top menu, whose elements correspond mostly to the activated modules, because most modules start by defining an element that should appear in the top menu. When you click this element, there appears the left menu with its components and submenus, and the central portion containing the global functions for the module. This is the case of the third parties module. Let's click on it to see. After refreshing the page, there appears the left menu with the sections third parties and contacts addresses, and the area of the search form and the links to the Dolibarr site and the online help. The central area is composed of three elements, which is the case for the most modules: the search area, the statistics area, and the last changed third parties area. The first element of the top menu, the home menu, is a special case in the sense that it is always present, because it is through this menu that we access Dolibarr configuration functions and activate its modules. Let's click on it to see. In the case of the admin user, four initially closed submenus appear to us. These are the submenus, setup, system tools, module tools, and users and groups. We must click again on the link of one of these submenus and wait for page refresh in order to see the elements that compose it. Then there are modules that do not define any item in the left menu, such as point of sale module and cash desk bar. When we click the element, it leads directly to the module in question. And there are also modules that define no top menu, but new elements in other modules left menu or tabs, as is the case of the categories module, which creates, when activated, a new submenu and a new tab in each of the third parties and product modules. During the installation of Dolibarr, a menu manager other than LD is automatically installed next to it. It is called the Auguria menu manager and is in all respects similar to LD, except that it has additional features that allow the administrator to modify, add, or remove items from the menu. Let's activate it through the home menu, setup submenu, element menus, modify, Auguria menu, and save. Then we select the menu editor and we see the menu tree with icons for modification, addition, and deletion. We can make changes here and see directly their effect on the menu. The Auguria menu manager brought us some flexibility with its ability to manage menu items. Let's see the gaps that were not filled by Auguria and which constitute the purpose of the Abbes menu manager. First point, To access an element of the third level, for example the link to managed Dolibarr modules, we must first click on the Home menu on the top menu and wait for page refresh. Click second time on the Setup submenu link, wait second time for page refresh, and then click on the modules element that lead to the desired page. We note here a serious performance problem. We did twice unnecessary calls to the Dolibarr server with page refreshes that follow. Add to this, the need to call the server to reveal additional menu items prevents us from having a global overview of the menu structure and causes us to make mistakes when choosing a menu item. Thus, we may have to click 4 or 5 times to find the desired link and lose a lot of time nothing than trying to access the desired menu element link. Second point, first let's access the page of the list of products. Products, list. Here we are. We see that the left menu occupies unnecessarily a significant portion of the left screen, which makes the information in the central area, which contains the most effective data, to overflow. We note here many labels of products cut over 2 lines. If this zone could be recovered, we could increase the surface of the central area that contains more relevant information. Third point, to access the menu from a page that exceeds the height of the screen, like this page or a page of a long invoice, and if we are at the bottom of the page, we have to scroll all the page upwards to be able to access the menus. Let's now see how these problems are solved through the Abbes menu manager. First, let's activate it. Home, Setup, Menus, Modify, and Abbes menu, which appears when we have installed the Abbes menu manager modules, and save. The Abbes menu manager is an improvement of the Auguria menu manager, as this latter is an improvement of the LD menu manager. It therefore contains all the features of Auguria manager, namely manipulate menu items. To be sure about it, let's visit the edit page, menu editor, and we can see the personalized menus section. Let's now explore this new menu manager. It works with the theme LD as does Auguria. Now let's hover the elements of this menu. We see that they are transformed into elements of its JavaScript drop menu. The menu items of the left menu appear as soon as one passes the mouse over a menu item at the top menu. We need no need to click and wait for a page refresh. The Home menu item is special here too. When we move the mouse over it, we see the elements of the second level with an arrow on the right hand side, and when traveling on any of these items, we see unfold the elements of this sub-menu to its right. We can access then directly the concerned page with one and only one click. The search form is then grouped only in the Home menu, along with the link to the Dolibarr site and the online help. Let's access the page of the list of products. List. We see that the list occupies the entire width of the screen. It no longer contains any description field cut over 2 lines. We also see that the top menu remains fixed at the top of the page. We may be down in the list of items and access directly the menu without scrolling upward the page.